Tennessee, number 7, Knox Little. Number 1, Aiden Holland. Number 9, Alex Potter. Number 34, Bryce Williams. Number 15, Kata True. Number 3, Case Daniel. Number 4, Max Green. Number 11, Jace Pilkington. Number 8, Drew Sanders. Number 10, Cody Burgess. Number 2, Archie Smith. Number 12, Ellis Hamrick. And your coaches, Mr. Tommy Green, Mr. Kevin Little, Mr. Philip Holland, and Mr. Todd Potter. Now for Virginia, number 34, Charlie Harrington. Number 8, Chase Hicks. Number 14, Logan Everett. Number 2, Lucas Sutherland. Number 42, Justin Popolars. Number 11, Reese Smith. Number 4, Chase Adams. Number 27, Nate Browning. Number 1, Jacob Hicks. Number 7, Seth Yancey. Number 3, Eddie Baker. Number 22, Hunter Diener. And your coaches, Mr. Chad Smith, Mr. Wade Harrington, Mr. Andrew Browning, and your manager, Mr. Daniel Hicks. Our umpires for today's game, behind home plate, Mr. J.D. Batchelor, and our field umpire, Mr. Macon Hammond. Everyone, please stand for the invocation and the national anthem.
Let us pray. Almighty God and gracious Lord and Father, we praise you and thank you, Lord, for another day that you've given us. We thank you for the holding off on the rain that these guys can play ball. I thank you, Lord, for each and every person here, from the fans, the coaches, the players, the support team, everyone, Lord. I just thank you for our ability to play ball. But most of all, Lord, I thank you for keeping us safe from any bodily harm. Help us keep us safe throughout the game and let us enjoy the game of baseball. For it's in Christ's name we do pray. Amen.
Tennessee, please return to your dugout. Virginia, take the field. Mr. Batchelor, the field is now yours.
Welcome back to our continuing coverage of the 2018 Dixie Youth Baseball Coach Pitch World Series. I'm Mike Rideout for JockJive.com. This is an elimination game between Goochland, Virginia, and Dickson County, Tennessee. Glad to have you aboard wherever you may be. Thanks for tuning in. Folks, you can participate during the broadcast by sending in your shout-outs and best wishes via text message. And the number, area code 352-258-8450. 352-258-8450. If you want to send a shout-out, send it via text message. Goochland, Virginia, the home team. They have taken the field wearing the red tops, black lettering and numerals, white pants. And Tennessee wearing the orange tops with the pinstripe pants. Earlier today, here in the Coach Pitch World Series, Texas fell to Virginia in an elimination game 4-2. So Virginia stays alive, and Tennessee lost by 1 run to South Carolina. South Carolina edges them. They jumped out to a 3-0 lead. Tennessee came back, made it interesting with a couple runs in the bottom of the 5th, but South Carolina holds on for the 3-2 win. So here we are in an elimination game between Virginia and Tennessee. North Carolina will play Alabama in the other elimination game at 2:30, and the only two undefeateds will play at 4 o'clock, South Carolina and Louisiana. We'll play 6 innings to determine who will advance. Knox Little will lead things off for Tennessee. Well, our apologies. I know we mentioned that it was a 2:30 start, so spread the word. If you know anybody that's a fan, let them know the game got moved up to 1:45. Anticipation of rain. That's why we are playing a little bit early. Overcast day, the wind blowing left to right. There is a big gray cloud up above us, but for now, the wet stuff has stayed away. Little hits this one to the pitcher off his glove. The throw to first, not going to be in time. Little is aboard for Tennessee. That will send up Aiden Holland, the third baseman, number 1. So let anybody that you guys know, as that's grounded foul down the third base line, that maybe wanting to watch this game at 2:30, let them know that the game got moved up. Here's a shout out that says, come on, DC, you got this, boys. Love the Forsyths in Dickson, Tennessee. Another shout out, represent DC boys from Charlie and JT Brooks. Thank you, guys. Next pitch, that one is hit into center field. That's going to go all the way to the fence. Aiden Holland going to cruise into second with a double. Little is coming home. The throw to the plate, not in time. The runner going to third. The throw to third, not in time. So it's an RBI double for Aiden Holland, scoring Knox Little, and Tennessee takes the first lead of the game, 1-0. Tennessee fired up in the visitors' dugout. Third base side over to my left. Another shout out. Way to go, AP. You got this, DC. We're watching. Chance. Thank you, Chance. Go, Justin. You've got this from Braden. Thank you, Braden. It was kind of comical. One of the players for Tennessee asked before the game, is this Virginia's last game? And coach said, it's your last game if you don't play ball. It's an elimination game. The loser will be eliminated. Base hit to center field for Alex Potter. An RBI single scoring Aiden Holland, and Tennessee, unlike their game earlier today, out in front early, 2-0. That will send up Bryce Williams, the first baseman. Good start for Dickson County, Tennessee. This one hit in the air by Bryce Williams over the head of the shortstop, into left center field, base hit. Throw goes to third, no. Runner going to second, the other runner coming home. They throw it home, and they got him in a pickle now. The throw home gets away, and that's going to score Potter. And it's also going to score Bryce Williams. 4-run first inning for Tennessee. Aggressive base running and a good job on that third base line. All right, Coach says, I love it, but make sure Bryce you slide it home. Timeout call by Virginia. They'll try to regroup the troops as Tennessee has jumped out to an early 4-0 lead in the top of the first inning. Game scheduled for 6. And that Tennessee dugout, you can hear them. I'm right next to the dugout, making some noise here early. Base is empty for Caden True, number 15. He'll be playing in the outfield today. Let's see if Virginia can regroup and get that first out. True will take the first pitch. Each batter gets 5 pitches. You must make contact on the 5th pitch. Next pitch to True. Take it inside for a ball. Third pitch coming up. Little, Holland, Potter, and Williams have all come home in this 4-run first. Ground ball to second, off the glove of the second baseman, and into center field. Still nobody out, and that will send up the number 6 hitter in the order, Case Daniel, also playing in the outfield today. The pitch popped up into left field. This is playable. The catch will be made. And the throw quickly into the infield. The catch is made out there by Chase Adams for the first out of the inning. 1 out, 1 on. And that will send up Max Green, another outfielder today, number 4. And the first pitch bounced over to short. Knocked down, picked up, throw to second, not in time. Fielder's choice for Green. True is safe at second. And there's 2 on with 1 out for Jace Pilkington. There's a shout out that says, shake it off, Gooch. You got this. Come on, boys. We're still very early. There's plenty of time to get back in the game. But they do need to get out of the first inning here and regroup. Pitch inside for ball 1. This is the 8th batter to come to the plate in the first inning. Popped up right side of the infield. The first baseman drops it, picked up at second, and the second baseman tags out the runner. Heck of a play there to back up the first baseman. Reese Smith makes the play. 4 unassisted, fielder's choice. True moves to third base, but that's the second out of the inning. Runners on the corners for Drew Sanders. Drew takes ball 1. Next pitch, that one has popped up. A line drive to second and caught for the third and final out. That will do it for Dickson County, Tennessee in the first. They send 9 batters to the plate and score 4 runs. We head to the bottom of the first. It's Tennessee 4, Virginia coming to the plate right after this timeout here on JockJive.com.
The Sportsmanship Award is one of the most coveted awards to be won at this Dixie Youth Baseball Tournament. Sportsmanship is playing hard to win, but realizing all cannot become winners. It is being a gracious loser and even more a gracious winner. Good sportsmanship involves such matters as fair play, keen rivalry, but careful observance of the rules, courtesy, and a generous attitude toward an opponent. To be considered for an award for sportsmanship, a team must, 1, demonstrate good conduct and positive attitude by all players and coaches, both on and off the field. Number 2, be prompt and participate in all scheduled activities throughout the tournament. 3, have fans that show good conduct and attitude toward umpires and opposing teams. And 4, be neat in appearance and dress of both team and coaches at all times. We ask all in attendance here at this Dixie Youth Tournament join the coaches and players in making these qualifications the rule of behavior while attending these tournament games. Let's make this year a wonderful year of fun and great memories.
Another shout out. Keep it going, DC. Let's go, Dixon County. Big shout out to DC team, Caden True and Max Green. You boys are awesome. From Miss Christy Cunningham from Dixon, Tennessee. It was from earlier, but thought I'd throw it out there again. When you're sending your shout outs, make sure you let us know who you are so when the players go back and watch the game, and we know a bunch of them do. They've been coming up and telling us they appreciate it. So when you send your shout outs, let us know who you are so the players will know who sent the shout out. Charlie Harrington will lead it off. Starting third baseman, number 34. And the first one rocked into left field. A diving attempt by the left center fielder. He can't come up with it. I think that was Case Daniel out there that went after it. That's going to be a leadoff double for Goochland, Virginia's Charlie Harrington.
Coming to the plate for Virginia.
A runner at second for Chase Hicks, the first baseman. Another shout out. Let's go, Archie. Make sure you let us know who you are, guys, when you send your shout out. Especially if you haven't sent a shout out yet. Sometimes I can go back and look at previous texts and figure you out. Hicks with a swing and a miss. Wind is blowing out just a bit. And we do have patches of gray clouds all around us here in Lumberton, North Carolina, but still no rain since game time this morning. We started at 10 o'clock this morning. This is our third game here on Field 2 today. Hicks pops it up, right side, and it's going to drop and then roll foul. So it's a good thing that the catcher, Archie Smith, did not touch the ball because it ended up rolling foul. Hicks working with 2 strikes now. This one is hit pretty well to left field, and that one is going to be caught right at the warning track. That was hit deep, but a good play out in left field. That's the first out of the inning. Well, the players are listed as outfielders, not left, center, or right, so I'm not sure. Let's see if they put a previous game here for Tennessee. As the next batter, Logan Everett, hits it foul left side. That's Max Green out there in left field. One out with a runner at second. This one hit over to second, but off the glove, the second baseman. And there is no play. Everybody's safe. That's going to put runners on the corners with one out.
Docs, don't get small on that. Don't get small. Stay big on that.
Up to bat, number 2, Lucas Sutherland.
Lucas Sutherland to bat now. This one's fouled back. Back to your shout-outs at 352-258-8450. This is from Timmy Sheffield, and he says, let's go Goochland. Thank you, Timmy. Ground ball left side, but foul to third. Another shout-out. Go on, Ellis, from Coach John. Go Virginia from Bo. Thank you, guys. And a swing and a foul ball. Nope, did he miss it? He did. So Sutherland is out on strikes. He'll walk back to the dugout for the second out. And that will send out Justin Populars.
Now coming to the plate, number 42, Justin Populars.
This is popped up, but behind the plate, out of play.
Archie, calm down. It's out of play.
And that one hit into right field for a base hit. That's going to bring home a run. Runners on the corners as Virginia plates its first run. A big hit, timely hit by Populars to score Charlie Harrington.
Now batting number 11, Reese Smith.
Everett at third base, Populars at first. Here's Reese Smith. 2 outs in the inning. 4-1, Virginia trails in the bottom of the first. Another shout out. Let's go DC. Cheering loud from home. Love Rob, Lori, Ben, and Nate Fisher. This one hit on a soft line drive to third. He trapped it, I think. No, they're going to call him out. Looked like he may have trapped it over at third base, but I don't know if they'll ask the base umpire for help here. They are. That base umpire playing way back at second, he had no view of it. No, they're not going to ask. I think they're going to let it go there. But Virginia does get one run. And as we head to the top of the second, it's Tennessee 4, Virginia 1, right here on JockJive.com. We'll keep it right here. A couple more shout-outs. Shout out that says great catch. Make sure you let us know who you are when you send these things. Oh, you don't have to, but if you want the players to know who sent it, certainly let us know. Let's go Goochland, Debbie and Dennis Coleman. Thank you, guys. Folks, if you would like to purchase a copy of this game or any game during the World Series, we will send you a downloadable copy for only $5 per game. They're just $5 each. Email info@jockjive.com. Tell us what games you want, and we'll send an electronic invoice that allows you to pay by debit or credit card, and the games will be on their way to you. That's info@jockjive.com. Cody Burgess leads it off, and he hits it just foul down the right field line. That was a screamer. But just foul. Batters 10, 11, and 12. Bottom of the order for Tennessee. Next pitch, that's hit foul again. Well, because the weather situation, it forces teams to play multiple games in a day. The winner of this game will play tonight at 7 o'clock. So they've got to play 3 games in one day. This one hit to center. Diving catch made down to his knees. Out in left center field. That is Nate Browning.
Now batting number 2, Archie Smith.
One out for Archie Smith. Smith hits it to short, but right between the legs of the shortstop. So Tennessee with a runner on base for the number 12 hitter, Ellis Hamrick.
Now batting number 12, Ellis Hamrick.
Well, we invite you to hang around after the game as this one's hit to the shortstop, but again he boots it. And he gets by the left fielder. Now the runner's going to third. The throw to third, the tag, he's safe. Back-to-back errors puts runners at second and third for Tennessee. But stay around after the game. We'll have the award ceremony. The loser of this game will be eliminated, and they'll have an award ceremony. Check swing by Little. Timeout called. Another shout out. Good hit, Archie. Let's go DC from Lori Fisher. Thank you, Lori. Top of the order, Knox Little at the plate. Runners at second and third for Tennessee. They lead at 4-1. We're in the top of the second. Game scheduled for 6. Little bounces this one to third. Off the glove of the third baseman. Runner going to third, but there's nobody to cover. Well, Virginia coming up short here defensively. Allows another run to score. Runners on first and third, and it's now 5-1. Tennessee back to a 4-run lead again. Aiden Holland to the plate. He doubled in a run last time up. He's got runners at first and third as he takes ball 1. Next pitch, grounded foul to third. This one is hit into left center field for a base hit. So Holland 2 for 2 as he drives in Ellis Hamrick. Little will hold up at second base. And Tennessee adds to the lead. It's now 6-1.
Now batting number 9, Alex Potter.
This one is hit by Potter into right center. It's caught. Alex Potter flies out. The throw to third not in time. And on the throw, Holland will go to second. So Little moves up to third. Well, why is the runner going back to first? Did he leave early? I'm guessing that Holland left early because then he ran back to first. And as he ran back to first, the runner started coming home.
Bryce Williams.
I'm thinking that's what happened. He didn't tag up. So Little is at third base. Holland is at first base. Runners on the corners now with 2 outs for Bryce Williams. Another shout out. Way to go, Aiden. So proud of you. Let's go, DC. Go, Virginia. Love to Seth Yancey from Granddaddy and Aunt Sarah. Good job, buddy. Great play, Nate, from Aunt Faye. This one off the glove of the catcher. Well, they've got 7 runs up on the scoreboard. It should be 6. 7 on the scoreboard here at the ballpark. The pitch is taken for a ball. That's Little down at third base. He did not score. This one's fouled off out of play. Next pitch fouled back. Bryce Williams singled in a run and scored in the first inning. Part of a 4-run first for Tennessee. And this one lined into right field for a base hit. That will get the run home. They're waving home the other runner as the throw goes to third. Here comes the throw to the plate. Not in time. The throw back to third is also not in time. So Holland and Little both score. And it's now 8-1 Tennessee. Two outs for Caden True. And this one hit pretty well to left center field. That's going to drop for a base hit as it rolls all the way to the fence. True on his way to second. He's going to get there with a stand-up double. That drives home Bryce Williams to give Tennessee a commanding 9-1 lead. A lot of this coming with 2 outs.
Batting number 3, Case Daniel.
Case Daniel popped up into left his first time up, and he lines this one into center field for a base hit. They're waving home another run. Here comes the throw to the plate. And it is not in time. The throw back to second, also not in time. Boy, Tennessee's got the bats rolling now. 10-1 here in the second inning. Max Green will bat.
Batting number 4, Max Green.
Another shout out. Shake it off, boys. Just need one more from Braden. This one hit to second. This could give him that out. No, it's dropped at second. So there's still life for Tennessee. Runners on the corners for Jace Pilkington. This is the 11th batter to come to the plate for Tennessee. And that one taken for ball 1. Swung on, ground ball to second. Backhanded there, the throw to first, and they get that much needed out. 4-3 put out, and the inning is finally over. But what an inning for Tennessee as they played 6 runs. And as we head to the bottom of the second, it's now Tennessee 10, Virginia 1. You're watching live coverage of the 2018 Dixie Youth Baseball Coach Pitch World Series right here on JockJive.com.
Dixie Youth Baseball is dedicated to building the youth within our community to become responsible citizens tomorrow. The real goal of the program is to teach fair play, honesty, and love of God and country. Those who play Dixie Youth Baseball are generally better for life as a result of the lessons they learn in how to meet and accept as members of a team and in the game of competition. Help us in the Dixie Youth program by offering your services as an adult volunteer. Lend a hand to our youth. There's no greater calling.
Mike Rideout back here in Lumberton, North Carolina. We head to the bottom of inning number 2. Virginia will send up 7, 8, and 9. Down 9. Later today, South Carolina and Louisiana. That's a winner's bracket game. Scheduled for a 4 o'clock start on Field 1. They could move that game to this field. It's possible since the North Carolina-Alabama game isn't scheduled to start until 2:30. Over on Field 1. And an effort to try and beat any thunderstorms today. Chase Adams leading it off. First hit pitch taken for ball 1.
Don't turn your head on that. You got all kind of gear.
Just bear with me, folks, as I'm getting shout-outs for other games, trying to direct them to their correct game. There's a fly ball out in the left center field, caught. Chase Adams flies out for the first out of the inning. That's Case Daniel out there making the put-out, 1 away. This one hit on the ground to second. Throw to first. Did he drop it? No, he did catch it. Play made over at first base by Bryce Williams. Just noticed, actually that is, thought we had 2 number 34s that were playing first, but one's playing first, one's playing third. And another ground ball out for the third out. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for Virginia here in the second inning. As we head to the third, Tennessee with a big lead, 10-1. Be sure to follow JockJive on Facebook and Twitter. On Twitter, we're at JockJive, and on Facebook, simply put JockJive Sports in the search engine. We give you scores, schedules, game highlights, event updates, and more. Twitter and Facebook, a great way to keep up with JockJive Sports. Let's get back to your shout-outs at 352-258-8450. This one says, let's go Tennessee. Go Landon and Team Georgia. Well, that's the wrong game. See if I can forward that to the corresponding game. Getting all kind of Georgia shout-outs, but that's the wrong game.
Leading off for Tennessee, number 11, Jace Pilkington. I'm sorry, number 8, Drew Sanders.
Drew Sanders will lead it off here in the top of the third inning. Well, the mercy rule in effect, it's 15 runs after 3 and 10 runs after 4. Tennessee keeps the pressure on. This game could end early. This one hit into left field for a base hit. Wind's starting to pick up a little bit. Hopefully that rain will stay away. It is in the area. Cody Burgess, the batter. He'll take ball 1. Timeout called.
North Carolina, you have 5 minutes for infield.
Not sure what the discussion is here. I think our catcher maybe has an equipment issue. He has left the field. I don't think it was injury related. I think he's just getting fixed up in the dugout. He's in the first base dugout. Here he comes. Okay. Seth Yancey, the catcher. He's back. Runner at first with nobody out for Dixon County, Tennessee. Top of the third, Tennessee leads it by 9 runs, 10-1. Hunter Diener, the other catcher for Virginia. Burgess flew out to center his first time up. We're in the top of the third. Tennessee 10, Virginia 1. 4 in the first, 6 in the second for Tennessee as that one is fouled back. Another shout out. DC is proud of you guys, sending our love to all the players from both teams. Thank you guys. Burgess out on strikes, and there's one away.
Now batting, number 2, Archie Smith.
This one hit on the ground over to short. They'll go to second for 1. No relay throw, but they do get the force, and there's 2 away. 2 outs for Ellis Hamrick.
Coming to the plate, number 12, Ellis Hamrick.
This one's taken for ball 1. Based on the weather that I'm looking at, and it could be inaccurate, show about between a 40 and 50% chance of rain up until 5, and then it actually increases. So it could affect games later today, and that's why they tried to move these games along quickly. They moved this game up from 2:30 to 1:45. Actually, I think we started at 1:40. Earlier today, they did not let teams take infield so that we can stay on a quicker schedule. We'll see. I mentioned the game at 4 o'clock. It's supposed to be on another field. It could move to this field after this one's done, just to keep things moving quickly. Ellis Hamrick batting with runners on, with a runner rather, at first base and 2 outs. He scored one of those 6 runs last inning. Grounds this one between the shortstop and the third baseman into left field for a base hit. Throw to second was close, but not in time. So 2 on with 2 outs for the top of the order. Back to the top with Knox Little.
At the plate, number 7, Knox Little.
And we have a player coming off the field for Virginia. I think he's got to go to the restroom. He's running quickly through the dugout. There he goes behind me. He's out the fence. And he's headed for a bathroom break. Eddie Baker goes into the game for him. Knox Little has scored twice today. He's reached on an error both times. And he'll take it inside for ball 1. Tennessee looking to grab a double-digit lead if they can plate another run. Once again, our shout-out number. Send your shout-outs via text message to area code 352-258-8450. That's 352-258-8450. This is popped up into right center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. They're waving home the run. The throw will go to second, and Tennessee takes an 11-1 lead. Archie Smith. The chant of Archie, Archie as he comes to the dugout. Hamrick moves to third base. Runners on the corners with 2 outs. That will send up Aiden Holland, who has singled and doubled and driven in 2 runs. Both of his hits have been to center field. Another shout out. Let's go, Eddie, from Braden. That one hit into left field, off the glove of the left fielder. 1 run will score. They're going to wave home a second run. Throw to the plate won't be made. And Tennessee increases the lead. It's now 13-1. Here's Alex Potter. Fouls it back for strike 1. A 12-run advantage here in the top of the third for Tennessee. And that one rocketed past the pitcher into left center field for a base hit. The waving on the run. The outfielder tried to barehand it, went off his hand, so the run will score easily. So Potter drives in a run as Holland scores for the 3rd time today, and it's now 14-1 Tennessee.
Now batting number 34, Bryce Williams.
Sends up Bryce Williams, who also is 2 for 2 today. He's driven in 3 runs. Thirteen-run advantage for Tennessee in the top of the third. Popped up left side, but foul over by the third base dugout rather. Tennessee with 4 in the first, 6 in the second, and 4 in the third. This is popped up left side to the infield. Diving attempt by the third baseman. It's going to stay in fair territory. Boy, a great effort by Lucas. Is that Lucas Sutherland? Yeah, he's moved from shortstop to third. He just couldn't get there in time. That's a base hit for Bryce Williams.
At the plate, number 15, Caden True.
2 on with 2 outs for Caden True. True doubled in a run last time up. Wind blowing out just a bit. First pitch. Coach put a little bit more heat on that one. Well, it sounds like they're about to start the other game, elimination game in the Coach Pitch World Series between North Carolina and Alabama. They let them have extra time because the Louisiana-Alabama game went 7 innings. Bouncing ball to first, this will do it. And the play is made to end the inning 3 unassisted. But what an inning for Tennessee. They played 4 more runs. And as we head to the bottom of the third, it's now Tennessee 14, Virginia 1. Let's see if Virginia can get some runs and get back in this game. They also have to at least make sure they cut this thing to single digits. There's our umpire there, up close and personal. Hello, Blue. Rain is starting to fall here in Lumberton, North Carolina. Not very hard, but I told you it was on the way. Let's hope we can avoid the worst of it. Now, it will affect the machine pitch tournament. If it gets any harder, they can't play in the rain. And they're already behind as it is. We'll keep it right here as the bottom third of the order coming up for Goochland, Virginia in the bottom of the third. Right now, looking at the Machine Pitch World Series, they have 10, maybe even 11 games left in that tournament. By comparison, after this tournament, or excuse me, after this game, we'll only have 5, maybe 6 games left in Coach Pitch. They have wrapped up the consolation series for the Coach Pitch and the Machine Pitch tournaments. North Carolina was the consolation winner in the Machine Pitch tournament. And Mississippi was the winner in the Coach Pitch consolation series. Seth Yancey will lead it off. First pitch taken for ball 1. One thing that the rain will do is cool things off a little bit. Another shout out, keep fighting, Virginia. Love Pepe. Popped up to second, catch is made, 1 away. That's Knox Little out there at second. 5 in a row retired by Tennessee. 1 out for Eddie Baker. He'll take the first pitch for ball 1. He's got his shades on. I don't know that he needs them now. And that's their prescription, of course. That one's foul back.
Number 3, Eddie Baker.
Archie, quit shaking your head. Go to the ball.
This one's grounded foul to third. Ground ball to the pitcher. And thrown over there quickly by Jace Pilkington. Baker retired, 1-3, 2 outs in the Virginia third. That will send up the number 12 hitter in the order, Hunter Diener. Well, the good news for Virginia, if they don't play any runs in this inning, they'll have, or if they go down in order, they'll have the top of the order coming up in the bottom of the fourth. But down a bunch of runs, you'd like to try to get something here as to not put so much pressure on yourself going into what will be the final inning if they don't cut it back to single digits. Popped up into right field. The catch is made, and the inning is over. That will do it for Virginia. Back-to-back 1-2-3 innings. We'll head to the fourth. Could be the final inning. If Tennessee has a double-digit lead at the end of the fourth, they will win the game and advance. Back with more baseball here in Lumberton, North Carolina, right after this on JockJive.com.
Did you know a child may start in the Dixie program at or below age 6 and continue through age 19? Yes, there's an opportunity for youth 6 through 19 to enjoy baseball in Dixie. Dixie Youth, Dixie Boys, Dixie Majors. If your league is not a part of these baseball programs, contact a Dixie official for information and bring your child up in Dixie. Every league in Dixie Youth Baseball sets their sights each year on the Dixie Youth Baseball World Series. In August, champions in the Majors Division, the AAA Division, or the O-Zone Division from each state compete for the #1 position in Dixie Youth Baseball. Why not combine your vacation with a week of championship youth baseball at the Dixie Youth World Series?
All right, top of the fourth. Virginia needs to keep Tennessee off the board. It's a 13-run lead for Tennessee, but I guess you can never have too many runs. They'll look to add some more runs. More insurance here. Case Daniel will lead it off. He singled in a run last time up. First pitch taken for ball one. That one swung on and grounded to the pitcher off his glove, but he picks it up, throws to first. Nice recovery there to get that first out. One away.
At bat, number 4, Max Green.
There's Max Green. And he hits that one the opposite way into left field for a base hit. He's going to go to second and get in there with a double. A one-out double here in the fourth.
Now batting, number 11, Jace Pilkington.
For whatever reason, I wrote down the number 14 for Justin Populars. He's 42. So that was him that made the play for the first out. So my apologies if I've mentioned the number 14. That's how I wrote it. And I have no idea why. Jace Pilkington grounds it over to second. The throw will be in time. 4-3 put out. 2 away. And on the play, Max Green goes to third. 2 outs for Drew Sanders. There's a shout out. Let's play some D, Virginia. Heads up. You're all superstars. Love the Woodsons. Thank you, guys. This one hit on the ground into right field for a base hit. RBI single for Drew Sanders. That scores Max Green. And Tennessee with a 15-1 advantage.
Now batting, number 10, Cody Burgess.
Pitch inside for ball one. 15-1 here in the top of the fourth. Swing and a miss by Burgess. Tennessee has been relentless. 4 in the first, 6 in the second, 4 in the third, and they've added another run here in the fourth. Popped up but out of play. Actually, it hits the top of the fence. Left side. This is popped up right side of the infield, but no one's going to get to it. Well, the first baseman kind of gave up on it. I don't know if he thought his pitcher would make the play or not. But the ball will drop for a base hit for Cody Burgess. That will put runners at first and second with 2 outs for Archie Smith. This one grounded to short. They've got a force at third. That's where the throw goes. It's in time. 6-5 fielder's choice, and the inning is over. But Tennessee does get 1 run. So, Virginia, they have their hands full. The good news is they sent up the top of the order. The bad news is they need at least 5 runs to keep this thing going. Back for the bottom of the fourth right after this on JockJive.com.
What makes Dixie Youth Baseball different? Well, one good rule is required participation. During the local season, every player on every team is required to play in every game, and all tournament players are required to bat at least once in every game. It's not a perfect rule, but it's much more than most youth baseball organizations do, and it allows each baseball player to be an active participant. Just being a part of each win or loss means so much to the child. They just want to belong, and Dixie Youth Baseball sees to it that they do by making this a regular rule. We think this is a step in the right direction, the child's direction.
Well, the rain falling a little bit harder and making things, I guess, a little bit worse for Tennessee is that first baseman Bryce Williams, I didn't see what happened, but it looks like he may have caught the ball in his mouth. I don't know if it bounced and hit him or how it may have hit him. He was able to walk off the field under his own power. They're checking him out now, see if he's okay. Wiping him down with a rag. He's pointing at his nose, but doesn't look like there's any blood, so that's good. Well, he's going to go back in the game. He's going to take a drink of water. He's going to tough it out. Hey, these young men have been tough. Here he comes. So he'll stay in the game. And Tennessee 3 outs away from advancing. Top of the order for Virginia, Charlie Harrington will lead it off. Unless Virginia can rally in a big way here in the bottom of the 4th inning, this game will end early. And the first pitch is swung on and popped up and dropped at second base. So that opens the door on the air. Another shout out. We are proud of you, Jacob, and the Virginia team from Luke Toney. Thank you, Luke. Runner at first with nobody out. (15-1) Tennessee. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. We invite you to stick around for the award ceremony coming up next. This is popped up, but it's hooking foul over by the third base dugout. Next pitch. Bounce to third. The throw will go to second in time. 5-4 fielder's choice. Harrington out at second for the first out.
Batting number 14, Logan Everett.
1 out for Logan Everett. First pitch taken for ball 1.
Box in a step.
Next one fouled off. Left side, out of play. Chase Hicks at first base with 1 out. This one swung on and fouled back. Well, the error at least gave him a base runner for the first time since the first inning. Tennessee had retired 7 in a row. This is popped up over the head of the first baseman and into right field for a base hit. It gets by the right fielder. Not that far, though. The throw to second not in time.
To the plate, number 2, Lucas Sutherland.
Just the second time today that Virginia has had 2 on base. Well, if you're just tuning in, the game was scheduled for 2:30. They moved it up to 1:45, and then we started at 1:40. And Tennessee jumped out to an early 4-1 lead, 4 in the top of the first. Virginia scored their run in the bottom of the first. It was 4-1 and then Tennessee exploded with 6 runs in the second. They added 4 runs in the third, 1 run in the fourth. Popped up behind the plate. Another foul ball.
Hey, way to come out of there, Drew.
And Virginia battling here in the fourth. They need 5 runs to keep this thing going, or they'll lose the game via the mercy rule. Hicks and Everett on base. This one popped up first base side, foul. Kind of that no man's land. Williams gave chase, not able to come up with it. Sutherland with 2 strikes. 5th pitch coming up. He's got to make contact here. And he does. Snagged, though, by the pitcher, who quickly throws to first. Good play by Jace Pilkington. 1-3 put out for the second out of the inning, and Virginia, is down to their final out in this tournament. Justin Poplar singled in a run last time up. He's batting with 2 on and 2 outs. And he hits that one opposite way into right field for a base hit. 1 run will score. They're going to wave home the second run. The throw to the plate is on the way and not in time. And on the play, Populars will go to second base. So he drives in 2. And there's still hope for Virginia. It's 15-3. Now the chant 2-out rally from the Virginia fans. That sends out Reese Smith.
Number 11, Reese Smith.
Bouncing ball, foul to third. Here's a shout out that says, "So proud of you, Jacob. Nanny and Papa love you. Proud of our Goochland team and coaches." Thank you for that. Next pitch. That one's a line drive to the pitcher. He caught it above the shoelaces. The throw will go to first anyway, and the ball game is over. Tennessee will get the victory in 4 innings, 15-3. So stay tuned. The award ceremony is coming up next. And Tennessee staying alive in this tournament. They will play. Now keep this in mind. At 7. But that's a scheduled time. Dixie Youth officials are prone to change things around a little bit because of the weather situation. So let's put an asterisk by that 7 p.m. start time. But knowing that that's their 3rd game today, they may give them that extra rest. Especially since, well, we got plenty of time before we need to worry about playing that game. But we'll see. I don't know the weather situation later tonight. I do know there was a chance of rain. But the good news is for Tennessee folks, you guys will be playing in another elimination game later today. Once again, the final score, Tennessee 15, Virginia 3 in 4 innings. And I'm going to turn it over to our public address announcer here in just a moment for the ceremony. Here's some shout-outs. Way to go, Dickinson. Excuse me. Yes. Way to go, Dixon County. My apologies. Way to go, Dixon County, Tennessee. Great job, Tennessee, from Wells and Lane. Go Goochland. We are so proud of you. From Braden. Thank you, guys. Well, Virginia will be told to go get their flag in the outfield first. So still time to send in some shout-outs if you would like to do so. Final score in machine pitch. Virginia 5, Texas nothing. So Texas has been eliminated in the machine pitch World Series. Well, we're still waiting as some of the parents are behind the plate, actually off to the side. Still waiting on the parents to assemble. And then we'll get started here with the award presentation.
You guys can still move up and just kind of
Ladies and gentlemen, give me your attention. After this round of play, the champions from the state of Virginia have ended their play in the DC Youth Coach Pitch World Series here in Lumberton, North Carolina. Virginia came to this tournament as a champion. They will leave as a champion. We have enjoyed having them here this week in this tournament, and we ask that they go now to the outfield fence and bring back their state flag. Line back up along the foul line to receive their tournament awards. While they are going to get their flag, will you join me and give them a great round of applause for their play here this week?
A couple more shout outs. Proud of the way you played, Virginia. Nate Stanny. Great job, DC. Virginia, win or lose, you guys are true sportsmanship winners. Good job, Jabron from Connor. And again, we'll turn it over to our public address announcer for the awards presentation.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the field are DC Youth baseball officials, State Director Ms. Phyllis Johnson, District Director Ms. Shelley Perkins. They will present the tournament awards to the champions from Virginia as their names are called. Number 34, Charlie Harrington. Number 14, Logan Everett. Number 8, Chase Hicks. Number 42, Justin Populars. Number 11, Reese Smith. Number 3, Eddie Baker. Number 2, Lucas Sutherland. Number 4, Chase Adams. Number 1, Jacob Hicks. Number 27, Nate Browning. Number 7, Seth Yancey. Number 22, Hunter Diener. Coaches, Mr. Chad Smith. Mr. Wade Harrington. Mr. Andrew Browning. And the manager, Mr. Daniel Hicks.
Well, once again, congratulations to Virginia on a good run. We wish them safe travels home.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give the champions from the state of Virginia another round of applause for their play here this week. We wish them a safe trip home and continued success in athletics and also in life.
And one more shout out to get to. Good job, Tennessee. I am proud of you all. Keep up the hard work. I love you, number 2, Archie Smith from Aunt Sarah. Thank you, Aunt Sarah. Final score once again, Tennessee 15 and Virginia 3. 15-3. Tennessee on top of Virginia. Tennessee still alive in the tournament. They are scheduled to play tonight at 7 o'clock. But keep in mind, Dixie Youth officials, that is subject to change. Our game here today was supposed to start at 2:30. They moved it up to 1:45. So there is a possibility the game could get moved. But I would think they're going to give them a little downtime because that's Tennessee's second game today. So they'll get a little bit of rest and they get ready to take on the loser of our winner's bracket game, which tells me that they're going to get at least till 6:30 because they'll give that South Carolina-Louisiana loser some time as well. So they, considering they're going back to back. So I would say still tentatively playing on the 7 o'clock start time. The only difference would be if they decide to move that 4 o'clock game up. I have not heard as of yet if that game's going to be played before 4 p.m. That's the scheduled start time on Field 1, but there's a game being played on Field 1, so they could move that South Carolina-Louisiana game to our field, Field 2. So we are down to the final 5 teams in the Coach Pitch World Series. South Carolina, Louisiana, North Carolina, Alabama, and Tennessee. And after that North Carolina-Alabama game, which is currently underway, we'll be down to the final 4 teams. That's going to conclude our coverage in this game. Once again, the final score, Tennessee 15, Virginia 3. For all of us here at JockJive.com, I'm Mike Rideout saying so long, good afternoon, and God bless.
Go get it, boss.